Hi, welcome to a2zknowledge.com. So today we are going to discuss about bubble sort and I'm going to give you an example with Python. Okay, so we do have a lot of sorting algorithms out of which I'm going to explain you what is bubble sort today. A bubble sort is used to sort the elements in a list. It could be integer or it could be an alphabet. So we just gonna do a sorting. So here for example, I'm just wanted to sort it in ascending to descending order, and I'm going to explain you the same traditional example. So imagine that I'm having some elements like 10, 100, 10, and then I do have 200, 23. Okay. So I want this to be get in ordered with ascending to descending. So what will be the answer? So you will be giving me the answer like 10, 23, 100, 200, right? So how you are doing this? So by comparing the numbers. Okay. So the same bubble sort is going to do by comparing the numbers step by step. Okay. Step one. So it will be comparing like 100, 10, 200. Let me go with the same list. So now I'm going to compare these two. Okay, so 10 is greater than 10 or not? No, it's not greater than 10. So that means I have to bring the 10 here, then 100, and there is no change in the remaining list. Okay, now here, next 100 and 200 you have to compare. So 100 is less than 200, so there is no change, there is no movement here. Okay, next step. So 10, 100, 200, 23. Now you have to compare these two. So that means 23 has to come first. 200 has to go next. So 10, 100, 23, 200. And if you see here, this is not our final list because 23 is less than 100. So you have to bring the 23 to the second position. Now again things will get start. So 10, you will be comparing these two, so there is no change. So 10 100 23 200. Now next you have to compare one last step. Next you have to compare 100 and 23. So 10 23 100 200. So it's like around almost 6 steps we have taken to bring the ascending to descending order. That's a sorting algorithm. So this is how the bubble sort will work. So now I'm going to explain you it in practical. Now if you see here, so what are all the things I have used here? I used range function, and then I used for loop, and then if condition. That's it. So nothing else. Now here I'm going to use two for loop. So I'm using nested iteration, nested for loop. So let me go back to the board. If you see here, I'm doing I'm just doing 6 times the iteration, right? So I'm doing the iteration multiple times, and that is because I need to get the order. And if you take the first iteration again, in the first iteration I'm doing an iteration between the elements. So this is for every elements, and this iteration I'm doing for every elements and between the numbers I'm doing. So you need two iterations, right? So one first iteration is to iterate this, and the second iteration is to iterate the elements in the list, in the each list, right? So now if you see here, I will also first run the program so that it will be easy for me to explain by showing you that. So for I in range of length, okay, so I created a function bubble sort and I'm passing our list. Our list has a value 19, 13. I'm just going to use only two elements in a list for to make this video very simple. I'm doing this only with two elements. So I'm passing this here. So length of our list, that means 2, right? There is only two elements, so this is 2. And mostly when it comes to list or array, it used to go with the it we have to uh, uh, identify the elements only with the position. So I'm going with the position as 0 and 1. These are the positions. So now range length, so range of, so when you give length of our list you will be getting 2, but when you give range it will give you 0 comma 1. So when you say range 0 comma 1 means it will the range function will generate the range function accepts two arguments, start and end. If start is 0 and the end is 3, you give 0 comma 3, then the range function will generate 0 1 2. Okay, so it will generate the sequence of number whatever the start and end position you give. So between that it will generate the numbers. Okay, now if you give 0 comma 1, what will be the output? It's 0, right? So only two elements, right? If I give 0 comma 1 comma 2, sorry, if my start is 0 and then the end is 2, then my output will be 1. But now here 0 comma 1 and the output is obviously 0, right? So that means 0th position. So for j, so for first time getting into the list, and now within the list I'm doing the iteration. So for j in length range of length our list minus 1, so that means you will be getting 0, and this 0 and 1 and all denoting the position of the element. Okay, now you are in this for loop. Now j is 0, that means 19. Now the condition, our list of j, that means 19, greater than our list of j plus 1. J plus 1 means it is not 19 plus 1, it is the position 0 plus 1, that means 1, first position, which is 13. So 19 is greater than 13. Yes, now it enters into the low condition. The real magic happens here. We do the swapping. So you have to do the swapping. If you see here, before swap, I'm just doing a print our list of j, which is 19, and then our list of j plus 1, which is j plus 1, 0 plus 1, that is 13. This is before swap, as it is like the input what we are giving. Now after swap, 13 comma 19, so we are doing the swap. Now how this swap happens? So our list of j is nothing but 19, so that I'm assigning to our list of j plus 1. That means 19 has been overridden with j plus 1, that is 0 plus 1, which is 13. So here comes, so in here the 19 will be get overridden to 13 comma our list of j plus 1, which is actually 13, but that I'm overriding with our list of j, which is 19. So if you see after swap, 13 comma 19, so that's it. So I'm just overriding that with the line, this line. So this is where, this is what the important line actually. So here we are just doing it in a simple way, but if you have any other algorithmic way to achieve this bubble shot is also fine. But to make this video very simple and to make the concept very clear, I just used this approach. This is again a program that from the random site I have taken it actually, but this is I just wanted to explain you what exactly happens here. And thanks for watching A to Z knowledge.com. If you really like this video, please subscribe my channel, forward this to your friends and colleague, and we do a lot of tech videos in English and Tamil. And in the description box, I have given the complete Python video playlist link. Also, I have given one more playlist link which will have only Python interview programs. Okay, and that also I have shared in the description box. And if you want to contact me, I have shared my LinkedIn and Instagram URL in the description box. You can contact me. So thanks for watching A to Z knowledge.com.